Thanks to a leak via the medium of promotional Assassin's Creed keyrings, we already know the next Assassin's Creed game is called Assassin's Creed Odyssey and features helmets. But a promotional keyring can only tell you so much about a game. What can tell you more than that is us, because we've actually played it and are here to clue you in on the 7 things you need to know about the next Assassin's Creed game. As revealed early by our friend the Keyring, the setting for Assassin's Creed Odyssey is ancient Greece. How ancient? 431 BC to be exact, placing it around 400 years before Assassin's Creed Origins, which we certainly didn't see coming, what with that game being called Origins and all. As to where exactly you'll be in Greece, the portion of the game we've seen so far puts you in the Delos Islands, Delos and Mykonos, where you've been called by leaders of a rebellion looking to overthrow the cruel leader Poldarches.
How long till Poldarches finds us? We're right under his nose!
His nose is so high in the air, he couldn't find the statue of Artemis Agrotera if he was standing on her head.
431 BC was also before senses of humour were invented, FYI. What ancient Greece means for you is bright sunshine, white sand beaches, classical buildings to clamber all over, and lots of extremely extra hairdos. Teletus, I say this with love, it looks like there's an armadillo sitting on your head. It also gives you the opportunity to have a chinwag with famous figures of the time, including Socrates, the noted philosopher, whose philosophy here is apparently that wearing shirts is for suckers.
Socrates! You just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Cassandra, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
Though this is the earliest in history that we've ever been in an Assassin's Creed game, modern-day sections will also still be present, with you playing as a character who is a descendant of the first civilization. The Animus and modern-day ex-Abstergo employee Layla Hassan will also return, but that's all we've got on the modern period stuff so far. As long as it doesn't become a 21st century office work simulator in a games development studio, we'll be good. Rather than casting you as one certain assassin protagonist, Assassin's Creed Odyssey lets you choose at the start of the game to play as one of 2 different characters, Alexios or Cassandra. The choice doesn't affect the way the game plays mechanically, and both characters will follow the same story, although their personal experiences will differ, we're told, mostly in respect of how various people will react to them.
I never thought Poseidon's anger would be too much for the mighty Cassandra's stomach.
Whether you choose Alexios or Cassandra, you are a descendant of Leonidas, the ripped Spartan of 300 fame, who apparently bequeathed his most treasured heirloom to his descendant, the classic Spartan kick. Rather than being a Spartan warrior, though, you are a mercenary thanks to a tragic backstory that involved you bringing shame to your family. Naturally, the Spartans dealt with your shame in the traditional Spartan way, by telling you that they loved you unconditionally and that you would work through this together. Oh no, wait, they threw you off a mountain to die. But Spartans are hardy people and you survived, and 17 years later, here you are, a warrior for hire, armed with Leonidas' first civilization spear, ready to kick some Athenian butt and do a bit of tomb raiding. Okay, maybe we'd be better at just the butt kicking.
I'm going straight to Kira. The rebels must leave their caves. The time to attack is now.
I can't let you go back to Mykonos alone.
I knew it. You're one of them. You don't belong here. I'll send you and your kind to the sticks.
We could usually trust Edward Kenway or Ezio Auditore to talk their way out of a tough spot, but there were occasions in previous Assassin's Creed games when we wished we were more in control of our conversations, such as when Jacob Fry said, well, anything.
What a prick.
Good job then that for the first time in the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Odyssey includes conversation options, allowing you to approach conversations the way you want to, using such skills as intimidation and flattery to get what you want from people.
Once I heard the great Socrates was on Thelos, I raced over to hear his words of wisdom.
Ah, but what are words? Can they be wise, or are they simply words?
You can also choose to tell the truth or lie, as well as how kind or cruel you want to be, and although there's no morality system in place, your choices will have consequences. Perhaps even sexy consequences? Oh wait, that's point 4.
The hunt clears my mind to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'll be alone. What do you say?
I'm all yours.
Sure, it's a wonder Ezio managed to do any assassinating with all the Renaissance romancing he was doing. Apart from him though, and our OTP, Evie Fry and Henry Green, Assassin's Creed games have been pretty light on the romance front. Assassin's Creed Origins will give you the option to remedy that thanks to the aforementioned conversation options, which occasionally include a little heart icon. As anyone who's ever played a BioWare RPG will tell you, this means imminent smooching. Your actions do have consequences though, so maybe don't flirt with Talatus' girlfriend, Kira, even though she's way more into you than him because he looks like he's got an armadillo on his head. Just trying to be a friend here, Talatus. No tea, no shade.
The dogs of war howl for blood, and thanks to you, Sparta now howls back.
Sounds like a lot of howling.
Fight with us! Together we'll run our shields through their skulls and spears through their hearts!
The events of Assassin's Creed Odyssey take place during what was known as the Peloponnesian War, a conflict between the Athenians and the Spartans. Looking at the map, you can see blue areas that are under Athenian control and red areas that are under Spartan control. And while being a mercenary, you can choose which side to be on, in the gameplay we've seen so far, your job is to make that blue turn red. In a way similar to how London was divided up in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Greece is made up of a collection of states, each with a leader. Defeat a state and its leader and you'll impact the war, and, more importantly, earn yourself a ton of XP into the bargain.
You acted alone, and you will die alone.
This is achieved by something called a conquest battle, which is a large-scale dust-up in which you must target the most important fighters on the battlefield, going after captains and the occasional hulking Greek hero.
We are on the road to victory! Do you think you can challenge me?
And again, like in Syndicate, if you've been diligent about doing your side quests, things are going to be a lot easier in this stage-defining multi-boss battle. Perform enough feats and kill enough of the other side and the enemy will flee, giving victory to the Spartans and a nice XP boost and some sweet new gear. Delos is ours! First thing we're doing is opening a beach bar. The land isn't the only place you'll be able to own your enemies, because open-world naval navigation and combat also return in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Archers, take your marks!
The sharks now, Athenians!
Your ship is called the Adrestia and is a little more rustic than Edward Kenway's Jackdaw or Connor's Aquila. However, it does feel remarkably similar to use, with the added bonus that you have a crew of oarsmen who can give you an extra burst of speed if you feel like doing some ramming. As with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, your ship is your home and your crew is your family, and you'll be able to customize your ship for that personal touch, as well as recruit new crew members to help you sail the Aegean Sea, boarding enemy ships, or just ramming and sinking them for fun. I just really like ramming, okay? The crew is also useful as your ship isn't equipped with cannons on account of historical accuracy. Instead, you have a squad of archers on board who can loose a volley of arrows at your command, soldiers who will throw spears, and you can unlock other offensive equipment such as a brazier, which gives you access to fire-based attacks to take down pirates, mercenaries, or honest traders just trying to do a decent day's work. They're the worst ones of all.
Don't favor us for killing innocents, Commander!
I said they're the worst ones of all.
Better stay hidden.
By 431 BC, humans had definitely reached the top of the food chain. It's just that not every animal had got the memo yet. That's why Assassin's Creed Odyssey is pleased to present a couple of series' favourite animals who fully want to kill you. First up are sharks, last seen in Black Flag, who will eat people you throw into the sea, and also you if you're not careful. Then there's bears, who you might remember non-fondly from Assassin's Creed 3, and who can be found just hanging out on beaches because ancient Greece was terrifying.
You won't make a meal of me!
Not all the animals in the game are trying to kill you though. There are dolphins who will swim alongside your boat, turtles you'll see when diving, and, like Bayek in Assassin's Creed Origins, you too have an eagle called Icarus who acts in much the same way as Senu, letting you scout out distant enemies.
There's the rebel hideout.
Jury's out on whether it's a good idea to name a flying creature after Icarus, a guy whose wings fell apart before he plummeted thousands of feet and died. We'll get back to you once we've played more of the game. So those were the 7 things we think you need to know about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the new ancient Greece set entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Are you excited for the game? What would you like to see more of? Let us know in the comments below and like and subscribe for more from Outside Xbox at E3. Thanks for watching!